Well, everyone, the iPhone 14 is looking to be a lot more confusing than we originally thought. Now, as most of you know, there's two different models of iPhones. There's the Pro models and there's the standard models. It wasn't always the case. We had the Plus models and, the other ones. Now, Apple has made really big differences with the base models and the, top tier models. Now, Ming-Chi Kuo yesterday actually mentioned in a little leak, stated that Apple's new Apple A16 chip, so the latest generation that Apple pretty much makes, it started with the A series, whichever one it started with, and now we're at, A15, A16 that's going to be coming out in the future. It looks like that chipset is only going to be for the Pro models, and the base model iPhone 14s are going to use the same chips as the iPhone 13s. Now, what does this mean? Well, this would be one of the first times we'll ever see Apple create a brand new phone that's a direct successor than the previous model with pretty much the same chipset as before. Every single time we've seen advancements in chipsets, the only time I can even remotely think of something like this is probably with the iPhone SE first generation, but even that used the latest chipset of that time. Maybe the iPhone 5C, which used the iPhone 5 chipset, but that wasn't supposed to be the iPhone 5 successor. It was just an iPhone. It was a budget tier iPhone, so that was understandable. In this specific case, it looks like this specific iPhone 14 model is going to be using the same chipset as the iPhone 13. Now, it doesn't really look like there's going to be a humongous difference between the A15 and the A16, but the main problem with doing this is, one, you're creating bigger differences between the top two models and the base models. That's a really, really big thing to keep in mind. But it also seems like that with software updates, as I mentioned before, a lot of these software updates are dependent on those chipsets. So if an iPhone 14 comes out and it has that A15 Bionic chip inside, is that going to get as many software updates as an iPhone 14 Pro? Or is it going to be getting as many software updates as an iPhone 13? That kind of confuses things up a lot. And some people mention, well, it may get, 6 gigabytes of RAM compared to the 4 in the predecessor, which is good and everything. But again, what is the reason why this could be happening? Now, we did kind of see this in the 9to5Mac article does mention this iPhone 5S and 5C, situation, which I mentioned before. And another thing that a lot of people don't really realize is that, it's only a slightly faster, so it doesn't really matter if we only get, a little bit of a faster chipset. But this is where it starts, the iPhone 13 already kind of had, a little bit of a slower chipset compared to the iPhone 13 Pros. Now, is it a big difference? Not really. I couldn't really tell that big of a difference, but it is kind of an issue because we're starting to see less and less given to us for more and more money. If the iPhone 13s end up having a Max model, that Max model could potentially be, $899 or something like that, or $929, where the iPhone 14 Pro may be $999. It'll be $1,000. So we're slowly getting more and more expensive iPhones that are giving us less and less. And that's kind of an issue. With the iPhone 14, we're only going to be getting a slight RAM increase, and that's it. And even then, more RAM doesn't always mean like way, way better performance or way better whatever. And it may be just a strange update. Unless Apple were to decrease the price tag, then that'd be different. But if this is true, this could potentially ruin a lot of what Apple has been kind of building up. As there's, competition becomes better and better at software and just performance. Why is Apple making such weird decisions like this? I don't really understand it. I'll probably have like 5 other videos explaining this and kind of breaking these things down in detail, but I guess this is what we're starting with. If you guys have any other questions or anything else, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More important than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.